Mm-hmm. I will. All right. I think I am good to go. I'm going to do this for audio balancing purposes. All right, great. My controller is actually not working. Yes, you are number one. I also have the wrong chat up. Okay. You're having your fun. Jeez. Uh-huh. Because I have it inverted. That's very quiet still. Is that well audible? Is that well audible? Probably fine. Apparently I lost my shield. Love you too, babe. Mm-hmm. Alright. Got my shield back. Soma's messaging you. Oh yeah, I fixed that. That's fine. Okay, so last I played, I finished level 4. So now we are doing post-level 4 things. But more importantly, well, okay, the first post-level 4 thing you do is this cave, which you need to talk to this guy. And you know, I was actually thinking about it. I think this whole sequence here is optional, because that's right. So since the last stream, I actually figured out what was going on here. I did beat level 4, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay. There was a problem with... So, one of the biggest things I do in scripts to do triggers and whatnot is read screen registers, known as... They're just called, like, screen Ds. And triggering... Well, no. It had to do with map data. So loading a particular screen, you get the map data, you grab that screen's map data, and then you can like trigger secrets remotely. That's how I do a lot of things. In this particular build, that's broken. So that breaks all the instances where I trigger secrets on one screen from another screen with scripts, basically. So a lot's broken. But that was very, very quickly fixed. In the version I'm going to actually release to purezc, I was thinking the version that I'm playing right now is actually not going to be demo 5.3. It's all the results of all the results of this playthrough. All those fixes becomes the actual demo 5.3, which is actually kind of dangerous because I'm going to release it in whatever the latest version is at that time, which would be the version of the engine that specifically fixed a lot of my issues, but it also had new stuff added that I didn't have a hand in. So where I motivated a lot of the changes, fixes and whatnot, it'll still have stuff I didn't do. So new issues may arise from demo 5.3, but that's just kind of the occupational hazard of playing a game that's still in development and an engine that's in development. In fact, I'll actually say more an engine in development because my game's fine. It's the engine that breaks things that my game does. But it's also kind of my fault because I do very weird things. But that's beside the point. So yeah, if anyone plays what would be the demo 5 that comes out of this playthrough, don't expect it to be flawless. And frankly, don't expect my game to be flawless until it's done. In which case, it's still not going to be flawless. We finally meet Dramatic Tone. I see. Yeah, it's cool for you guys to actually talk a little bit. Ashley is aware of you, Solomon, and your impact on my game. So, yeah. Anyway, so this sequence is just a lot of dialogue, a lot of NPCs, and it'll also be a little bit of exposition and some progressive exposition as you go through the game. Although I don't know if I should necessarily call it exposition because it's not like... It doesn't... It drives the story forward, but more backseat driving it forward. It's not... Like, my quest is... I classify it as a dungeon romper, not a story-driven, because the story is sort of in the background. Now, granted, there are some events, like the Necromancer taking you to Southwestern Tyrannus, that heavily drives you, but it's almost like you're put on a leash sometimes. Oh, well, that ain't right. Or wait, I didn't even add this yet. Whoops, spoilers. But I added a barrier there. Wait, yeah. Kind of like the game putting you on a leash and then taking you off a leash, putting you on a leash, taking you off, but you're on the leash much less. Like 10% of the game you're on the leash. And that's just for the few scripted sequences that I do. The tower being the first one. There'll be one around level 9. Yeah. So... yeah, it's not technically required. She does give you an item that helps you later on, but it's an upgrade to an existing item that itself isn't... Well, the item is required, but the upgrade is 100% not required. I'm trying to make sure that I do keep plenty of things not required. So... let's see. I would actually argue that the final product is story-driven because it is sometimes required to speak to people. I mean, I guess if you consider talking to NPCs as story-driven, then I guess it is story-driven. I didn't really think of it that way. Because it's... I mean, I guess it kind of is. It's like, do I truly... Is that really how bright it is? Interesting. I don't know. I suppose then from that perspective it is story-driven, if just simply talking to NPCs is. Which, I mean, I guess you're kind of convincing me that it is because they don't just talk nonsense to you. They actually say relevant things that do pertain to the story. So perhaps it is indeed story-driven in that way. Okay. So I need to remember that this playthrough isn't simply a... playthrough. I need to actually... Oh, did I actually consume my potions? I don't remember drinking potions, but here we are. Okay, so having a blue and then buying a red and expecting purple actually won't work. The vice versa will. And that's not something I can control unless I script it. That's actually an engine limitation. So if you're in a situation where you have a blue and you want purple, you're better off just getting the two. Okay, well, if you have the money, that is. That's actually an engine limitation. But eventually I'd like to script that because it's kind of annoying from a player perspective. Like, why wouldn't I be able to do that? If red plus blue equals purple, why wouldn't blue plus red equal purple? You're right, it doesn't make sense, but it's currently an engine limitation. And as I've mentioned, I've strayed away from my scripted subscreens in favor for the engine. It is actually kind of crazy to me that my subscreens are engine and they look better than my scripted, because it's so much easier to add stuff. But oh, well, here's money. With as good as my scripted one was, it was super easy to add new stuff, but it was time consuming because I had to manually write the code to add. Well, I guess I copy and paste from previous items, but I'd have to like get the numbers just right, and it's not like a click and drag to align something. I had to like change a number, save, recompile, test. Why am I here? And so on. It was just a lot of trial and error. With the engine subscreen, you kind of just click and drag however you want. So it is nice from that perspective. I'm actually low on money. Holy crap. Huh. Looks like money is much more well balanced now. I don't want you to ever need a money grind, but it should be a little tight. Like I want to give you just enough money to where you don't need to. Maybe you need to grind a little bit if you need potions. But of course, I'm not a good judge of that because I don't use potions. That's the only problem. Did I ever... I did go in here. I have no memory of what this is. Oh, it's that. Okay. Well, that was an accident, but it worked out. That, and you want the quest to be heavily influenced by dialogue, lore, and plot. Yeah, okay, that is true. That's fair, Soma. The dungeons really are kind of just a means to an end for the story, as opposed to the dungeons being the forefront and the story taking a back. So I guess the reason I thought that it wasn't really story driven is because I have deliberately tried to make my story like think of like a picture. And, like, the story is the background image, and the dungeons are, like, a PNG right in the middle with no background. Where the first thing you see may be that PNG. That would be the dungeons. But when you actually look at the greater picture, you see the story. That's kind of how I describe my quest. So I guess from that... that actually is a cool effect, but it's a little... I need to add, like, a splashing, sprite. Oh, I forgot I actually, like, gave these guys proper dialogue. I don't think in Zach's playthrough they were proper dialogue. At some point, I forgot what I called it, so some NPCs were saying sleep spell. That was quite simply me forgetting what I called it. So if you see an NPC that says sleep spell, let me know, because that's not right. Just somehow mistaken swamp and sleep somehow. But yeah, that's how I'd like to describe it. I guess that's fair, Soma. IOR is basically the original Zelda, but different names and such. But yeah, so I guess, yeah, my story is story-based, but the way I present the story is a bit different. I don't have big cutscenes that determine the next instance of the game, although I guess maybe I kind of do. I don't know. I was like, could I talk to his butt? Interesting. I heard that. All right, well, I need to write a custom script from all the village elders. Are basically need to be a custom script. Well, then again, they all kind of follow a formula, so maybe I can generify that and make like a village elder NPC. So Zach unfortunately missed out a little bit here, kind of. So see how like the A button kind of, well, it wasn't, but he couldn't talk to the middle one basically. And this was really good of me to do, to actually give you lore specific to what you're about to encounter right before you encounter it. Then on the marsh and then Gamoth. Okay. There we go. Okay, it works nicely. I actually just wrote more lore about the Jewel of Mar. Literally, like, I think it was yesterday. Interesting. Ballad is 100% story driven. All right, well, I copied and pasted that and didn't change it. Okay. Oh, levers can drown. That's right. All right, so we are in the swamp, which itself does need more designing. Yeah, definitely could use more. And I don't think levers fit here. Yeah, go in the water. Oh. Oh, rupee. Yeah. Yep, there is a cave. Oh, what I did there, by the way, is Control W. It shows walkability. The blue is water, and the non-blue is walkable. Well, I did make the mods a bit way less annoying after Zach's playthrough. I realized, yeah, they're not great. They're very tedious. So, can ghost drown? Okay, good. If ghosts could drown, I'd have some real questions. Although they are weak to fire, so you know. As you can see. Yeah, I wanted custom music here. I'm still waiting for the devs to add because like you can make midis on a screen basis, set midis. You can't do that with enhanced music, which is really sad. Especially considering when I put a feature request out for that, the devs were like, "Isn't that already a thing yet?" So it's clearly on their radar, but they just simply haven't gotten to it. I can't walk all the way around. Okay. You wish? Yeah. There's a chance I might make the western edge of southeastern Tyrannus more Venenum. But yeah. Honestly, Soma, that's how I kind of wish most of my quests was. I wish my plains were bigger. I wish my mountains were bigger. Yes, there's a ghost asking for a placeholder. No, it's just the other side of it. I like how aggressive the mods are, so that's why the only thing I did to them was, oh, there's two in there. The only thing I did was make them a little less tanky. Now, I do actually like how these houses are empty. I might eventually put something in them, but I do like their emptiness because it's what do you call it? Not an abandoned city, but a whatever you call it. Oh yeah, still the hardest block puzzle in the game. And that's how you get the raft. I might do more with this. This whole sequence with Venenum and the raft and all that, I kind of just did it. I didn't put as much into it as I could have. Due to some circumstances, but yeah. Yeah, so now the wand actually does expose what you do here. You just hold down. Now, I did make this so that it would loop if you don't. I wanted it so if you didn't press anything, it would just take you in circles. I mean, that's close enough. I was hoping it would actually make you a loop, but good enough. But yeah, once screen-based enhanced music is a thing, I actually wanted all of the houses. So similar to how Isle of Heron, the caves don't have a cave song, it's the same island song. That's what I wanted to do for the houses here. And the reason I want to do the houses but not the caves is because the music, where it fits the swamp very well, it also fits Ebria, like this whole area. If I were to make like an overworld map of like regions, not a map of like, you know, like this. Like I would actually write like Venana Marsh, Mount Dorado, Mount Khaldun, Conflatos, or whatever. If I did one of that, this whole area would actually be called Ebria, not Venanum, because this is the area of Ebria. So that's kind of like, this music isn't really the Venana Marsh music, it's the Ebrian music, which is where my head... Oh, god dang it, I'm going this way again. It's where my head went. Oh, you hoped it would impress? Oh, no, I misunderstood what you're saying. Yeah, there's more I want to do. And I want Southeast Enteritus to do more with it. In fact, I could even have Southeast Enteritus Venana Marsh be a thing now. Whoa. Do I want to grab that now? Probably not. Yeah, I'm not going to come back. I'll just grab it. I don't use potions anyway. So you come all the way here, and if you ignored the warnings, you would find yourself unable to enter. Yeah, so... No, that's actually continue. We can't be here yet. And I wanted to test it didn't work. Also, I almost... Oh, there was an error in console, and I know exactly how to fix that. We never went back to my battle arena. I'm going to wait. Oh, also, take a good look at this cave and the screens to the right. This whole cave changed, like in the last week. It's vastly different and actually flows nicely. Yeah, I wanted to test it. Oh, I'm like losing my train of thought. I'm going to save the battle arena for post level 5 just because going through that cave is fatiguing. It's annoying. Hence why I updated it like I did. But also, post level 5, I get the hook shot, which makes it a little less tedious. Also, I'll have level 2 arrows. What is the reward? Okay, that's the reward of the ballerina. It's not that substantial, really. Oh, and there really isn't much for the lens. I need to add more... How'd I one-shot him? I need to add more stuff for the lens. We're about to head into Sweltering Iron Mine. I do need the lens for this, though. So the lens is actually a trigger. The lens magic actually triggers it. And actually, if you pay attention to that statue... Oh, dear God. God, that does a whole heart of damage per tick. Jeez. Whoops, I do not have arrows equipped. But yeah, I don't know if I finished my statement before, but yeah, I actually kind of do want to do a map where I say the regions, since that'll kind of... It'll kind of... So, again, following my strategy of how I enjoy From Software giving lore, how, like, even... Interesting. Even giving, like, item descriptions gives you a ton of lore. I want to make a map that just has the regions, and that'll give you lore. I don't know. I like alternative versions of storytelling. I'm also going the wrong way. Yeah, it's interesting. The heat damage outside is... Why does that thing die in one hit? I think that's the wrong Zora. You take more damage. I'm taking a full heart, whereas in here I only take a quarter heart per tick. Just to make it a little bit more reasonable. Sweltering Iron Mine. So fun fact, level 4 was developed, then level 5 was developed, and then level 6 was developed, and then this was developed, and then the dungeon after level 5 was developed. They were developed out of order. So this dungeon's about management, making sure you're all healed up. You are working, at least to some degree. Also, fun fact, I made a mistake when development. when I was developing this dungeon, I don't have many arrows. I originally developed this dungeon expecting you to have the hook shot. I wanted that heart. Oh, I grabbed it. Looked like that bat went down when I hit it. So I had to retroactively change the dungeon, which affected the flow a little bit, to not need the hook shot to finish it. I don't know how I got it in my head that this... I think it was because I had finished level 5 already, so I assumed this was post hook shot. But yeah, no, it definitely is not. Okay. Of course, you don't actually need to kill these things. Yeah, and this was the first time I introduced these enemies. And that is a minecart shortcut back. You don't want to take it yet. You want to hit... Interesting. That was a normal shutter, not a minecart shutter. I also couldn't slash that pot while on here. Interesting. I was curious how that would behave. That was interesting. Okay, ladder, why do you do this? Because apparently leave it down there. Okay. Yeah, I do need to go the other way. Well, for me, I was going to do it in probably either GIMP or Microsoft Paint. I do a lot of stuff in Paint. That's probably how I'll do the one for my quest. I'll just do it in Paint. Because all I'm going to do is put... Well, actually, no. I'll probably do it in GIMP. I just want to put text over the areas that that you're in. I actually could have bombed that. Oh! I was moving too fast for the boomerang to get back to me. So Zach actually found a really interesting issue here. Apparently, if you got hit as you were landing on the platform getting off of the minecart, you were actually invincible. And you were invincible until you took a minecart. So that was actually a bug with the minecart. Still exists. I just made it so enemies can't go on that space. the real quick solutions. Pulled a little level 1 here. Although that level 1 doesn't do that anymore, so I guess, yeah. Yeah, this is definitely the most direct hint I've ever given in my quest. Just do the thing. I didn't give any, like, crypticness to it. Just do it. An instance of the map and compass bundle. I probably don't even need to have you get a hint string for that because you've already got compasses and maps. So getting the bundle, oh, that's different as you get them both at once. Shoot. You gotta be quick here. Oh, I forgot I only take quarter hearts. Interesting. See, like an instance where I needed to retroactively change this with the hookshot, there was a hookshot spot below that rock, and that was going to be a shortcut. Yeah, no, I can't do that. You don't have the hookshot. Well, that's just great. It's getting dicey. Because the screen is a thing. Kill him quickly. You actually, I think they might be resistant to the hammer. You just want the hammer to break their shield. I'm actually doing fine. All right. So this is meant to be a really small dungeon. It was a little strange to me that this, well, not that this dungeon was small, but that the other ones were so big. Like, Molten Flooded Forge was definitely bigger than I wanted it to be. My mini dungeons kind of got big in scope, unfortunately. But I guess specifically in the case of Molten Flooded Forge, I think it's okay because there's more to it than what you see at the time. So, period, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I'm gonna scrap that dialogue, and I mean, it's gonna be the same meaning, but yeah. Yeah, the screen changed too. There were hookshot spots on the bottom. In fact, there was a hookshot spot right here. We're gonna hit this, which is a shortcut back. So now that minecart is usable. I also was not laddering right there. That was a bit interesting. So I did fix this with Zach. Also, what does bomminess actually do now? So I left the rock, but it has no purpose now. That's actually funny. I didn't remember just leaving that rock. I also shouldn't be going this way yet. So I'm curious. I made it to where you could walk back. Oh, I should put one of the... Oh, yeah. One of the things there. Alright. I had to change that because Zach found himself in a annoying situation that I needed to fix because... Yeah. It was annoying. Okay, at this point... There's more pots up there, so farming up there might be better. Yeah, I'm gonna just farm up there. There we go, much more efficient. Okay, well, actually, that's pretty efficient. Then again, if I'm not actually gaining health... I gained health. It's slow going, but I'm gaining. Okay. Well, technically, I took half a heart walking back, so it was less efficient to drown. All right, now I can take it. Yeah, the tower... The tower was quite big. I would have liked it to be a little bit smaller. Oh, I thought it was... Okay, it's doing a quarter heart. For some reason, I had in my head it did an eighth. So when I saw the numbers, I was confused. Oh, also, yeah, you could just drown these things. And, messing around with item bundles, you get 2 keys. Because why not? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna ever downsize those dungeons. So it might just be a small blemish on this quest. Yeah, maybe I'll make the outpost a little smaller then. That might be a good idea. I also don't know if I should be going this way or if I should be... Well, the minecart's still over here. Yeah. Okay, that's nice. That's also nice. $8, nice. So that does that. I'm actually going to F6 because the minecart should stay where it is, and then I leave and re-enter, and the minecart should come back. Okay. Also, it's still facing the wrong way. So that was kind of testing the script a bit there, making sure the script doesn't break. Because if you have 6 and the minecart still didn't come back, that soft locks you. Well, it technically doesn't soft lock you, but it's not desired behavior. Yeah, I'll figure out the outpost. I don't really want it to be a many-floored thing. So, I haven't really thought about it. I've put more thought into level 7, because that's the... That may or may not be the very next thing I do. It'll either be level 7 or it'll be a mini-dungeon before. Oh, I never got the boss key. Alright. Kind of need the boss key, don't we? I was trying to iframe my way through the red bubble. Okay, that was annoying. Was 4 floors? Well, I mean, 4 floors isn't necessarily a lot. It depends on what's on those floors. The minecart should actually be up here. Yeah. Apparently it's not. So now I get to run all the way back. I swear, why was it? Is that wrong? Maybe I'm forgetting where that minecart should have been. Okay. I don't know why I changed rooms like that would help me. Well, I mean, it respawned the enemies, so sure. The one thing you do need to be prepared for is hopping into a minecart when you have enough health to survive the ride. In my testing, I would hop in a minecart and then with like 2 hearts and then die while in the minecart. So, yeah. One thing I also want to capitalize on more is the taking damage with insufficient health. I do enough of that with the blue mail not having or with the red mail not having enough or not having the red mail. Okay, then I'm going to have to hit that and then take that. Oh, okay, this actually flows nicely with this route. I was taking double damage. Oh. Well, ain't that cute? Screw it. I'm cheating, whatever. I wasn't gonna die. I would have gotten health there, and it would have. I just saved myself some farming time, especially when bats give me health. Yeah, I need to keep manage the minecarts better, make them less of a problem if you like drown or something. So I should do that. Were they stacked last time? Because I definitely killed 1. Hey, yokels. Yes, this is a mini dungeon. Yeah, I mean, I could farm health for 2 minutes, or I could just do Control H. Maybe I should make Link spin while he's riding these things. Hardest boss in the game. Let's go. Bat time. And iron arrows. Stronger arrows. And we're done. So there are a couple of things to do with this. One of which is up north, which I'm not going to touch right now because that's out of my way. And then there's this over here, which I originally designed for it to be the level 3 arrows, but I got to give you things to do. I mean, it's nothing. I mean, I think I have a pretty good grasp on them. Like, now that I've actually had them enough that I've learned how to deal with them. Yeah. Okay, so there is nothing to do. Also, this is like the first item you get that you actually do like pretty decent damage. Like, you saw a 2-shot at a moblin. And you have 40 of them, so it's pretty good. We're out into level 5. Because the things I could do with the arrows are just not worth doing right now. I should not be killing these enemies because it'll make everything come back. Interesting. I still like the splash. And it's funny because there actually is a splash sound for Link landing. Oh wait, there was raftings I could do. Except there's like no raftings that I can do. I don't really give you anything to do with the raft. So, there's literally one, and it's up here. And that's apparently a fun C set. Also, there's like a line on my screen, and I see it when screen scrolling. Interesting. I forgot what I was saying, but oh well. But yeah, level 5. Thought I made them one-shottable by hammer. I guess not. So this guy wants iron arrows, eh? Ooh. That's unfortunate. I need to go over here, which requires me to go all the way back. Yeah, those red arrows from that NPC. That's good to know that I need to do that. I've already fixed all those errors from everything else. It's a super simple fix. Basically, I have a script that it involves triggering secrets, but then I updated it. I enhanced the script to also handle secrets on external screens by providing a map and a... it still does the echoey sound. 2 things are triggering a sound effect, which I should... Oh, I actually know exact... Oh, wow, that's a super easy fix. Basically, you could trigger secrets on external screens. My brain. But if I don't provide parameters, then it attempts to check map and map 0 and screen 0, which it doesn't. That's what happens when you try to do that. So don't do that. I wanted a faster route, for the record. Oh, I never actually got to talk to... Oh, when you do that, you don't even get to talk to the guy. That's a problem. That's a problem. He didn't really say anything important. So, alright, here we go. Level 5. I said that really loud. Yes. Fire does one-shot the moths. Okay, so flow to this place. I'm gonna start immediately going this way. Oops. Nice. Also, you guys can drown. And again, it means nothing if you face horizontal. What a great place for that. Temple of Gammoth or Temple to a False God? What's the difference? Haha. I'm not even joking. Yeah, I'm going to find a better solution to this later on. Can I not walk into my own fire, please? Actually, the reward to the battle arena is actually kind of worth it here now that I think about it. It's a thing that lets you have more than one arrow on screen at a time. So very useful. Hopefully the region area of this dungeon behaves a little nicer. Freaking Tektites. Oh my god, I'm gonna die to it. Holy crap, that got dicey. I would have died. And I got only magic. That's nice. You have both names? Oh, I see what you mean. Why do they all respawn? It appears I forgot to rename the, or change the text for the title. So I'll have to change that. Or maybe not. I don't know. Why not both? How much damage? 2 hearts of damage? Okay, I need to reduce that slightly. Well, that Tektite sat on my fire. They're better killed with the arrows. Especially if you can get your arrows back. Alright, well. Now we are in regions. It is worth being... So, interestingly, regions didn't exist when I made this dungeon, when I made this flow. So I retroactively added regions, and it actually kind of worked pretty well, considering this whole this whole region wasn't designed for regions. Face me. It didn't face me. That shotgun statue shooter is still a bug. I thought they fixed that. Okay, well, in my defense, they also thought they fixed that. Well, let's test this. Was I walking? Oh, ladder. Okay. All right. But yeah. Yeah, judging difficulty is tricky. And unfortunately, Zach he had a really rough go of this dungeon in the regions. Because, like I said, this area wasn't designed in regions, and I didn't know how enemies behaved in regions. So I had like 4 mods on each screen, which per screen, 4 mods is reasonable. When you have like 8 to 12 screens, each with 4 mods, and all the enemies in the region can be together, that's a lot of mods. And especially when I have hives, which are moth spawners. Yeah, Zach had a rough time, and I don't blame him. When I saw him playing that, I was cringing because I'm like, oh my god, there's so many enemies. And so I had to fix that. So there's only like, I think 2 mods per screen. So there's only like maybe at most like a dozen running around, which when they're spread out across the entire region is reasonable. You don't see them all at once. I also leveraged no enemy flags that prevent enemies from going on certain spaces, pretty greatly. So this room's actually tough. I don't have a lot of health for this. I'm just gonna beeline it. Okay. I made this room look easy, but this can be a really tough room. Enemies did all pretty much get a nerf from Zach's playthrough. I just felt it was a little overly challenging. Regions are pretty cool. I like them. There were 2 Zols in there. Interesting. Haha. Yes, that's right. I deliberately made that be out of range. That's a bit mean. Oh my god. Oh, you can hit that. Okay, but barely. I like that. Let's make sure... I'm making sure that there's not weird hitboxes where that can actually nick it. Oh, they block that. Interesting. Now, I thought I did take Emily's recommendation. Where bombs... Yeah, bombs are actually effective against them. However, I'm still... Oh, God. I just saw my hearts go down fast. Yeah, you're immune. A Zora that takes more than 2 hits. That's a yikes. But yeah, I would say this dungeon actually ended up turning out pretty nicely, even though regions was sort of retroactively added. The whole dungeon needs a whole like aesthetic improvement. Granted, a lot of my game does. So a lot of these screens you kind of just run through, and that's gonna have to... Oh, they die in 2 hits. Okay. So yeah, but that's I think it's good enough for what it is right now, and then eventually I'll enhance it. I certainly... It's a little strange. Like, there's something uncanny about the regions, like how the moving works. I'm just not used to it. And I have played Link to the Past, so I'm used to that general movement style, but just not in ZC. I'm not used to it in ZC. It's a bit strange to me. Did I remove all of the enemies from this screen? Oh, also, that design up there ain't right. Why is that there? Ah, because of that. I don't like that design. I need to modify that. I don't know about once it was ready, since I have a lot going on, but I would imagine I said, like, I'll keep an eye on it or something and play it when I get time. It's a bit dizzying. Yeah, it's a little strange. Being, like, linked like this. Linked. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little weird. You're coming for my face. Okay, wow. I'm gonna reduce the speed on those things slightly, because, yeah, it's a bit. They're a bit crazy. All right, just sit on my fire. Okay, nice. Ah, yes. Okay. I did change mechanically how this puzzle worked, which is why I pushed that block to make sure that still worked. Okay, so this is kind of the puzzle of this dungeon. So my first attempt at the solution, I'm gonna intend. Oh wait, no. Haha, there actually is only one solution. I was gonna try to do a different solution here. No, there's only one. The music choice, I love the music choice here. I actually have to attribute the music choice kind of to Tablet Pillow, because I first got the idea to use this kind of music for this kind of dungeon in Glory Squad. I think he used he used basically was it was for his dungeon that had like a purple poison. I can't remember the name. Abaddon's Lair from Glory Squad used this music. Oh yes, okay, so that did all still work. Okay. And Abaddon's Lair was identical, like in terms of style to this. And that's what was going through my head when I assigned the music. So I need the hookshot to go through there, right? Well, do you? Just giving the lens some value. All right, we're going only sword. You are stuck on the pot, my dude. That's called using your environment to your advantage. It's yeah, I know. I knew you had some reservations about it, but I personally thought it matched well enough to keep it. I liked it. It like clicked for me when I first thought to use it. So, all right, mods, come get burnt. There we go. Okay, sit on me, dude. I like how I threw that like 1 pixel off of being in between. These tactics suck. Yeah, doing the battle arena would have been nice before this dungeon. Alright. Trying to actually remember from Zach's playthrough which... where do these rap spots take me? I don't remember. I don't even remember. You can't use the circle. It has to be the left arrow. The left arrow block. Like, there's actually no way to squeeze the other one in there. Yeah, so this room, Zach got... Like, by the time Zach got to this part of the screen... Freaking... Okay. I think he had, like, 6 mods on him. And see, this dungeon is why I wanted a level 2 raft. But it breaks rafts if you try to do that. Alright, I need to do this fast before I die. So the theme of this dungeon, in terms of its puzzles, are you trigger something on one floor and it affects things on another floor, be it up to down or down to up. So like there were pillars there, I blew them up, and now liquid's falling. So now on the screen above, I'm on F1, screen above. I guess it is F2. A thing was triggered. So. Well, okay, specifically, no. Level 2 raft breaks docks. Like, I would get, like, stuck on a dock. I also have no health for this screen. And I also have no magic. Great. Also, why does it say I have shared viewers on Twitch when Mark is not streaming? That is a bit strange. Okay, I also don't have the map. I do remember where the map is. We're gonna keep forcing my way down this path. Yeah, the docks would soft lock you. Because you would get, like, stuck on the dock, like, a couple... Oh, I can grab that. A couple pixels off. Oh, I am on F2, by the way. And, yeah. Did Panoply of Calamity have multiple rafts? No, Panoply of Calamity didn't have multiple rafts, but it had an ability where you can, like, dash on the raft. Right? I remember something like that. I thought you could, like, dash, but it wasn't, like, an up... I don't think it was an upgraded raft. Maybe it was when you were, like, Zelda on the raft. Also, I like how you guys spawn in the wall. That's not right. Granted, I don't know. Okay, freaking... Jeez. I haven't played Panoply of Calamity since like 2018, something like that, 2019. I also didn't kill all the enemies here, and they're all just gone. I had some weird enemy behavior in the regions, and it seems... Oh, wait. Oh, no, it's taking me this way. Still having weird enemy behavior, and it's not even a region anymore. This whole center 4x3 in the middle here was also a region, but I made that not a region anymore because it broke some of my screens. Also, one unexpected result of the regions is because the screen is centered on the link and not on like the center of the screen, some of the things you trigger aren't as clear as I originally designed. Like, you'll trigger something but you don't really see it clearly because it's like off the top of the screen instead of at the top of the screen but comfortably in view. The spinner was technically a raft. Oh, really? I forgot about the spinner. That was a raft? How was that a raft? I'm like trying to think how the heck Mitsukara got that to work. Oh my god. My mind's like blown now that that was technically a raft. Because you could like jump on it. Like in Twilight Princess. That's wild. I mean, Panoply of Calamity. Panoply of Calamity was an amazing quest. Like, I could definitely like feel the jank of it, but it functioned well enough that it didn't really feel janky. It felt like a NES game. Dark magic and not knowing it was impossible. You know, yeah. I've done a lot of things where I've like baffled people and it's like, I don't know, it works, and they're like losing their mind because it works. We have the map. Have you played Panoply of Calamity, Soma? If you have not, you definitely should. It's unlike any other Zelda classic quest you've ever seen. It's a wild quest. It's crazy. Yeah, you should play it. You should play it. It's a decently sized quest, but it's crazy. You would enjoy it. Definitely one of my favorite quests, just because it was so crazy unique. So I think I'm done here. I don't think I could do anything else. I need the hookshot to really make any progress. Yeah, I would put that on your list of things to play, like, once you get the chance. Honestly, I'm gonna F6. I knew the way back to here, but F6ing was faster. We're gonna go down here because this takes me to the bottom left corner. So it's cool how on the map it'll actually show what's a region, but it's not actually consistent because my F2 region doesn't show up like that. At least it didn't before. Maybe in this build it does. I wasn't paying attention. Well, I just got the map, so I wouldn't have known, but I'm curious. There we go. Now I have free reign of this room. There's no prize for clearing everything out. So this was like a style that I did in this dungeon where it's like an area that you can go to, but it's full of a liquid that you can't swim in. I thought that was really cool. I think it looks cool. I would have loved to be a tester for Panoply, but I feel like it could have been chaotic. Nice. Losing on my health. Oh. All right. We're really close to the hook shot. That was lovely. Oh my god. The boomerang actually like saved me from taking damage. That's funny. Try to get a little more health here. Well, a little more health. So that triggered the bottom left of F2. What was the bottom left of F2? I actually can't remember. But I'm going to go there after... Wait, if I go there... I should have went left. Well, I'm going to go right because it's a shorter route. There's no... I can't do anything here until I get the hook shot. Well, I wasn't holding up. Guess we're going this way now. Not the hardest puzzle, but some puzzles can just be stylish, you know? Got a nice little spiral here. And it's tough to make a mistake here. The arrow blocks don't actually do anything. I just thought it was cool looking puzzle. Okay. Yeah, I can't do anything here. It's all hook shot. I'm pretty sure this is hookshot 2. I need to go to F2 to make any progress, I believe. The bottom left corner specifically. Do fire arrows kill the hives? No. But the hives are actually currently set up as enemies, not combos for combo triggers. If I can set them up for combo triggers, then that would work, which I'll probably end up doing if you can make a combo trigger that spawns enemies, which that would actually be very easy to do. Not with combo triggers, but at least with scripts. I could actually write you a script. Oh, I think I'm in the wrong way again. I could write you a script that does that in like probably less than 5 minutes. Because it would simply be, that's nice. And well, that's what you get, Moth. I actually need to, my hands are bleeding. I would just simply make a combo that is triggered by anything fire related. You can make combo. Wait, you can make a combo trigger that spawns enemies? Wait, really? That's a thing? Because I was gonna say I could just make a combo trigger that triggers on anything that's fire, and then set combo data that makes it spawn enemies. It's combo data script. Combo triggers can actually do that? You should not have told me that, Yokels. I'm getting some nefarious ideas. I wish I could say I'm joking. Yeah, I mean, that's actually awesome. Because then there's a lot of cool challenge things I could do / puzzles. I could have a situation where if you can like limit how many enemies it spawns in 255? Oh. Well, clearly I haven't been looking at combo triggers enough. Because I've messed with them quite a bit, but I didn't realize that they could spawn enemies. Holy crap. Okay. I don't know why that's combo 0. That ain't right. Yeah, that's combo 0, all right. Okay, so that triggered the floor right below, which I'm going to beeline to right now. I'm realizing this dungeon doesn't really flow the nicest. Oh, by the way, how I mentioned that level 3 didn't flow the nicest, I fixed it. And I'm saying that confidently. I fixed level 3's flow. It flows real nice now. I like it much better as a dungeon. State spawning, spawn enemy. Huh. Well, it's a good thing I refer to these streams when I fix things. I'll definitely refer to that, and I'll make moth hives that actually behave nicer. Will spawn an enemy when triggered. Oh, spawns an enemy when triggered. What about on like a timer? Is there a way to... You might need like multiple combo triggers, I guess. I know that you can have like a sequence of combo triggers. So I suppose I can have it trigger... If I could like make it trigger every second or like from a range of time, like between a second and 2 seconds. And then, yeah, the triggering would be to spawn an enemy. Yeah, I'm sure I could make something work. Otherwise, I could do a script method. There's a trigger for timers. Well, there I go. Problem solved. All right, there's Mr. Shotgun Turret down there. Basically, the bug that's occurring with that is it shoots every second to 2 seconds. But since I'm in a region, which, by the way, you can see, it doesn't show that all 12 of these screens are in a region here, but it is. So like as I'm off screen, it's still shooting at that frequency, but because it's off screen, it can't actually produce the shot. But once it gets loaded, then it shoots all those shots at once. So it's basically a shotgun. So this is an instance where like that's easy to see on a normal screen, but because it's a region, I need to adjust it. So this is the main room that I cringed at when Zach was struggling with all the enemies. So you can already see how bad it gets. It's because there's a spawner up there. And I also put more pots around specifically for that. I also put no enemy flags, and considering I don't see anything coming down from above means that those no enemy flags are working. Because that's actually a tough screen up there. And those enemies were bleeding into this area, and Zach was having a rough go of it. He died here quite a bit. Don't doubt him. And I don't doubt him at all. It was brutal. So I definitely feel like I improved that. Multiple triggers to react per combo. Okay. Alright, this is a tough screen. Oh god, you guys went past the no enemy flags. Or no, maybe the no enemy flags are here. And I'm okay with them not being able to get to you. This is just using your terrain to your advantage. Why are you not dropping anything? I'm getting low on health here. Also, there was, I think, 2 red bubbles here. I limited it down to 1. So that actually was also sad for Zach, because all those enemies were able to leave. The red bubble was hanging around here, hit him, and the blue bubble just yeeted itself out of the area. I'm sorry, Zach. I kind of laughed a little bit because like the red bubble hit you, and then the blue bubble just ran for the hills. Shotgun turrets at this point. Huh. Shotgun turrets, not a bad idea. I could do that. All right, you need to drown now. All right, here we are. The coup de grace of the dungeon. Hook shots. And it also allows you to do a lot of things in the quest. It also kind of makes these mods more of a non-issue. There we go. Okay. So, hook shot one-shots them. Okay, there's so many things to do. I'm pretty sure bottom takes you to the thing you bomb, so there's no point to going back. You can picture that bubble. I think it literally, I'm pretty sure I remember it happening in Zach's playthrough. So watch his level 5, and yeah, the bubble just is gone. And I just remember him getting super frustrated because it's like, where did it go? It's just gone. I laughed at some of his struggles because it was like, that was bad luck that the enemy decided to it just happened to decide to move that way. Yeah, ZCB. I want a faster ladder that doesn't break docks. I also have no reason to go here. Also, you don't need to actually move off of a ladder spot to take it again. You just move back onto it and it kind of activates. Okay. Yeah, I'll bug report that. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. I'll make a report for that. Okay, so we're gonna backtrack this way. I shouldn't have actually gone. Well, the game dropped me off over there, so I should have just came this way next. Yeah, because I'm clearly in a region. It's these 12 screens. Can I grab that, please? You guys saw the hookshot go above that, right? Okay. The hookshot definitely should not have done that. Was I seeing things, or did the hookshot go through the wall? Let's not be foolish. I'm like 99% sure the hookshot just inexplicably went through the wall. Hookshotting in regions is kind of cool. I think it the way it looks with the behavior of regions is kind of neat. Really, you guys weren't looking right when something broke? I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe it didn't. I swear the hookshot went through that screen right there, or that wall right there. I hit another raft point. You guys heard that, right? Okay, freaking stop it. Figures, guys. I got 3 of you here, and I'm the only one who saw it. Yeah, why does it trigger the... Oh, it's because it's a different area, a different region. I see. Figures. No, hookshot. So, Emily, remember when that hookshotting of turrets was fixed in regions? It doesn't appear to be anymore. I'm still getting shotgunned. Or did I say hookshot? I meant shotgunned. I don't remember if there's any hookshot stuff over here. Let's deal with this. Okay, it did go through the wall. Okay, so I wasn't losing my mind. I swore it did. Are you sure? Because I specifically remember responding to that. Why did a secret sound play? I specifically remember responding to that. Because I remember it was either him or you said, hey, can you test this for me? I tested it, said it was fixed, and then called it good. I specifically remember that. Also, it's strange. I hit a pot here and the sound is on the right side, like it was over there. Huh. Weird. I thought I remembered that whole scenario. I mean, I remember that whole scenario, but maybe it was for something else. I have no idea how that thing did not hit me. I want to go left. Yeah, the SFX panning, and I think I have noticed oddities with that in regions. SFX panning is a bit strange. Okay. Because, yeah, I think I'm done that way. Also, it still defaults me to the top left of the region when I open the map. I think I made a bug report for that. I'm not entirely sure. Honestly, I think this floor is done. It looks like this floor is done. All that's left is that one screen, which I can't do yet. Yeah, after each one of these streams, I go through the stream and I make fixes accordingly. So I'll catch all these issues. Yeah, honestly, the mods are actually really good farming enemies when you have the hookshot. An excellent example of how using your items to kill enemies is much better than just brute forcing with the sword everywhere. Okay, so let's see. That'll take me not somewhere I want to go. I actually want to go this way. That didn't make a sound. That moth is stuck. So, Emily, this happens with enemies that it's a single row of movability, meaning there's no enemy flags on top and bottom, and then it just kind of gets stuck, and they awkwardly rise and fall a little bit. Also, this hookshot issue is still a thing. I know that there's a bug report for that, and I commented on that. Yeah, it's still a thing. I might actually get to Sealed Abyss tonight at this rate. I might get to where level 6 is all that's left. I still have another hour, 50 minutes. And I'm practically done with level 5 now. Yoink. So now I can grab me. Okay, well, that was lovely. I have no enemy flags, like no specific enemy flags, so that was fun. What do you mean the swamp curse be implemented? Like where Link is affected by the curse? Yes. I can actually do that very easily. Like a very basic script I could write to make a swamp or the swamp spell affect Link. Also, it's weird to come back from there. It's because I made that switch that triggers that hookshot spot and makes it so I could skip that. Usually this is like an outgoing raft spot. That's bad. I'm doing this backwards. Huh. Well, that's some broken flow right there. I mean, it's an easy fix. I just need to remove that secret. I need to remove this. Wait, no, the issue was this hookshot spot was here so I could hookshot to it. Let's act like that didn't happen, because that's going to get fixed. That hookshot spot is supposed to appear once you've hit that switch, going there for the first time around the bottom right of the wing. So the swamp spell is a thing where it draws Zoras into here, and originally I had it set up in lore that Link was invulnerable to it, but I can revoke that, and then have the swamp spell be a thing where I'm the thing that I can think of that would work would be like a drunk effect. If you do certain things or something. Like, say you fall in the poison. If you fall in the poison, then when you get out, you have like a drunk effect applied to you. I think that'd be kind of neat. Where even are you? You're rising and falling. I didn't know where it was. I don't even know how to do like any drunk effect, so I need to figure out what the code is for that. Okay, this freaking hookshot getting you stuck in stuff is annoying. So that's a nice secret. See, now you get here. Which means I want to go through that. So actually I do want... Taking that raft on the right is pointless until I get the boss key, which is literally what I'm getting right now. I should have seen the entire dungeon by now. Yeah. I'm basically done. I've done everything to my knowledge. Because see, then you hit that switch, then you do what I just did, and then boom. Hookshot. Boss key. Or like maybe this water can affect it too. Anytime you touch the stuff. Yeah, I'd like to do a scripted drunk effect. That'd be pretty neat. Which, when you say scripted drunk effect, do you mean just like script the random inputs? Or is there like actually like a drunk effect script? Wait a bit before you try adding that. I mean, I could just make a note for like Demo 6 or Demo 7 for that. I'll be working on Demo 6 for probably the rest of the year. Well, hopefully a little less than the rest of the year, but, you know, it'll probably take a few months, especially considering I'm getting to, like, the big dungeons now, level 7, 8, 9. And the result of level 9 is some big story stuff. There is an engine drunk effect that just hero drunk. And it's bad. Why is it so bad? I know me asking that is opening a can of worms, but I'm kind of curious. Why is it so bad? It randomly presses all your inputs. I like the sound of that. Just mash all the buttons. Oh, I have controller input, so you can actually see that. Oh, believe me, I know that. Believe me, I know that. You see, that's a problem. Because there's no keys on this floor. Okay. I mean, I'm not planning to implement that anytime soon. Oh, more hard block puzzle. Yep. Okay. I'll wait for that. It's not at all at the top of my priority list, so that's fine. Did that land mole go on the raft? On the dock? I'll trigger this even though I'm missing a key. I'll need to go find a key now. I know exactly what key I'm missing. I just simply didn't go down a path. Yeah. Get off the frickin' dock before it does that again. That was horrible. No enemy flags need to be right here and right here at least. Oh, hi, in my face spawners. I'm just dead. Yeah, they were sitting on me. Well, that's fine. I need to find... Well, I know where the key is. I just need to get there. Also, perhaps I will save. I just had a moment of dread of accidentally hitting retry. Key's right there. I think it's that raft spot, which means I want to go... I think it's down here. Correct. Brilliant. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, so with me adding all these trees, I accidentally did it to where you couldn't hookshot back to some of these after you've gone to them. So that was a mistake. And that's been fixed. So, oh, I forgot. The whole reason this area can't be a region, like these 12 screens, is because of this switch right here, because it's scripted. Of course, I could just not do it scripted. I just thought of that right now. And then I can make this a region. Okay, this is bad. Tektite's doing 2 hearts of damage is too much. Alright, see you later, Soma. Why is Link facing up? Yeah, I don't think I'll beat this tonight, but I'll get extremely close. Freaking criminy. What the heck? Thought I pressed down. I actually drowned in oh, that's water. Why is that water? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I did change these screens, so yeah. Yeah. Oh, well. So I thought I gave the shortcut because there was a reason that it was useful. Just getting stuck with the hookshot's actually very tedious. there's really no point. Maybe I should put a hookshot. So let's say hypothetically I put a hookshot spot up here, and these sectites are annoying. Well, then that's a nice shortcut back. Because then I take this. No, it's not. That's not a good hookshot back. It doesn't actually do anything for me. All right. I actually do want to go back to... So me taking that quote-unquote shortcut was actually bad. You want to go down here. Take this shortcut. Oh, shoot. I could have taken a much shorter route. Oh, well, I'm already here. Might as well take it. I don't know why I made this route the way what I did. Oh. Good to know. I went the wrong way. Oh no, am I starting to blank on where to go right at the end? I did blank. I just go this way. Why is the hook shot hitbox so bad? God. Wait. No, I did account for this. Okay, never mind. I was like, couldn't I just get to the boss now? But no. Whoops. I don't know why they're spawning here. Although I'm actually almost okay with it. I like how the bubbles just stayed away, but these guys just spawned on me. Wait, was that shutter down there open the whole time? Okay, no, it opened. I see. Yeah, I was making sure the replay was updating. It's at 10:19, so it updated 6 minutes ago, so it is up to date. Nice. I don't know why I did that way, but I don't know why I didn't just use one switch. So this is the boss right now. Apparently I hit the leader. Okay. I had a 25% chance to hit the leader, and there we go. Yep. Well, interesting. So there, that's level 6 or level 5. That NPC was probably supposed to be there, but because of that map data secrets reading stuff, it was broken. Okay. So now we're back here. And everyone should be reacting to the fact that I saved them. Of course, the map data secret reading is broken, so no one's gonna react. Fair enough. Yeah. Still is just meeting us for the first time. Yes. Which means all the NPCs that end up appearing are not here, which means we're missing dialogue from NPCs. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. I like the one random snow tree right here. Poking in from the mountains. So none of these guys are going to react. Yeah. That's a shame. Because I actually had some really cool dialogue from some of them. But, I now have the hook shot. And the hook shot does things for me, of which I don't remember where they all are. I'm actually trying to think of where one is right now. I can think of one thing, but I know getting to it doesn't do anything for me. I didn't use any potions. Maybe this is one? That's flippers. Okay, that was nice. This is something I soft locked because the hook shot's not broken at all. Yeah, yeah. That is a thing, but you can't do anything with it. It's happening every time. I don't think there's anything I could do with the hook shot. No. There's nothing. So, might as well do this. Well, this also means Zelda's not going to react to anything we did, which means... Oh, yeah. None of this is going to work. I'm also going to have to cheat myself the item she gives you now. Because it couldn't check for secrets, it accidentally fell into a different else if statement. She's supposed to give this to you after the next thing I do. Oh. Of course. Okay. So that worked, but exclusively Zelda didn't. I should not have this right now. Okay, so there's an extra condition I need to add to an else if. Oh, shoot. Well, that's annoying. I also did try to make that a cramped cave. No. Oh, it isn't just broken straight from the wrong map. Okay, I see. I see what you're saying. Okay. I mean, it's fixed now. Just in this version of ZC, it's not. Unfortunately. I'll definitely do another replay. In fact, actually, I think it makes sense to do another replay because I do plan on going through all my scripts and doing a big script clean. Also, you wanted to meet up with me and do stuff regarding that. Either make it not be triggered or make... Wait. It can break either to make it not triggered before. Oh. Okay, so now I'm very well prepared for this. And there's going to be double enemies in round 1, but that apparently was fixed by Connor within like the last day or so. Yeah, because there's double the enemies here than there should be. Why can't I leave? That's actually a new one. Actually, I don't know if that's a new one. Also, I think you guys have the wrong C-set. I don't like that I can leave. Oh, wow. So that issue is occurring with Lachos, too. Well, I wanted that. I got my sword. It was on the edge of the screen. Also, I'm almost dead. I don't need the boomerang. That's fine. You have fun with those items. I actually don't think you can do anything with the Lens of Truth. Or the hook shot, for that matter. Eh. Threw that item somewhere you shouldn't have, eh? So from him you get a potion. Since he can literally drink your potion. So, yeah. Okay, interesting. Emily, when can engine shutters be a thing? So I could stop screwing around with these stupid scripted ones. They just don't behave right. 99% of the time they behave right. So this is what you get here. Oh, they can? Well, what's the setup though? How extensive is it? I don't want to do stuff in engine that replaces scripts if it's a really extensive process. That's my only thing. If it's easier to just pop a script in, I'll always do that. Unless it's easier to like if it takes a little bit of time to set up the combos, but then once they're set up then I'm good, then okay, that's fine. Okay. I can take a peek at that. This actually is not implemented. In my current working build it is, but here it's not. Yes. Also, these are solid combos, so. Okay. Let's get myself back in bounds here. What? Oh, I forgot. Okay. Here we go. Except there's nothing I could do. Whoops. There's nothing I could do there. All right. Well, I'll look into that. Cause yeah, I'm over my scripted shutters. So long as the combo ones can do everything I need. Yeah, all these screens got changed very recently, in fact. I'm actually gonna equip. Well, I need the hook shot right now. I mean, they mostly can be triggered by just secrets or killing enemies for the most part. I think I have some that react to screen D, but I can using combo. That's usually when I have. Basically, anytime I have something that responds to a screen D, it's because I don't want it to respond to secrets. So obviously with combo triggers, I can do that. So I don't think I really do anything that fancy then. So I think I can make it work then. Alright, this is like my only real hookshot thing. This is a cool one. I enjoyed making this particular screen. Took a little bit of time, but I think it looks really nice, and it works. 15 heart containers. Well, that works. Alright, yeah. I'll probably leverage those then. Yeah, I wanna reduce my code base. Because I don't want to have to maintain a lot of stuff in scripts. Plus, if things break in my scripts and I need to fix it, if things break in the engine, I don't have to fix it. Dang it. Okay, so there's nowhere to go there. I somehow avoided all that damage. Holy crap, just get in the freaking thing. Good lord. This is lovely. I shouldn't really complain. It's like a 20-second walk, 10-second walk. Because I'm already back here. That's cute. Here we go. Suma's Pass. You gotta thank Soma for the music choice, because it is actually a pretty good one. Alright. Not what I originally had set, but then again, what I had set was just something I... Oftentimes I'll set up music, but it's just a placeholder. Also, fun fact, saying 3 keys, I actually wrote the dialogue before I knew how many keys there were going to be. And there just happened to be 3. I forget spin attack is 3 times damage. Also, a nice little design, like, fun thing. Every one of these walls correlates to 2 mountain layers outside, so this goes up 6. I believe. Or maybe it was 1 to 1. Oh, it's 1 to 1. So 3 stairs, 3 levels up. I probably try a lot harder than I should to have continuity with everything. But that is why it's like a pointless detail of why there's 3 stairs here is because there's 3 levels high on the mountains. Very pointless detail, but there's a method to my madness for how I design things, and usually it's continuity stuff like that. Drowning enemies is the best thing that was added in one of the best things added to ZC is the ability to drown enemies. I enjoy it way more than I should. Oh, you guys are actually kind of weak to the hammer. Well, you're apparently hiding that. I'm waiting for P-hats that you can actually set custom defenses to, instead of them being grossly hard-coded. I never actually did. I have just enough arrows for this. Actually, I had 8. Yeah. I had a good amount of arrows for that. Unfortunately, the music gets reset so many times. Is this still a magic container? I give you way too many. Being at 5 here is very early. Considering I'm only going to give you like 7. Yeah, I need to... I feel like my quest at this point has too many things too soon. If I spaced it out a bit better, it probably would be good. But that'll, of course, be an end game thing. Like, right before I release version 1, just make sure that everything is, like, well-balanced. So. I wonder if you could drown a pea-hat. Or knock a pea-hat into a pit. Probably could if it's set to. And I don't know if it's set to. We're gonna go this way. It would be cool if I didn't do the DMAP stuff. Oh, well, no, that wouldn't work. I'm gonna waste some of it, but oh well. Actually, I wasted the majority of it. Here we go. Yeah, I want this, because then I can go right. Yeah, what I really like about Sumu's Pass is the connectivity between the areas. All right. There's a nice key there. Leverage the broken hitbox of the hammer to its fullest extent. It's funny, I didn't even realize having the gamepad viewer, you can see how I fiddle, like just mess around while just running around. Oh, that's what it was. That's 200 rupees down the drain. Not that I really need rupees that bad. Good lord. Big shortcuts. So we activate that for further progress. That did a lot of damage. I actually did make that hammerable. I like that. I knew I thought I was literally gonna say I should make that hammerable. Apparently I was one step ahead of myself, and I actually made that hammerable. Wow, that actually two-shots the Tektites. That's awesome. Ah, that is not something I can do right now. So I think I actually want to start by going up this way. I think so. I honestly don't remember what's over here because I remember what it used to be. I think I changed it though. Ah, it is currently just a dead end. Okay, so it doesn't give anything. Okay, that used to be a path, but I changed how that ended up working. Okay. Not to mention how broken he had hitboxes are. Okay, good. It did take me here. I was a little worried that it wouldn't take me here. So I did good with the 6 points here. Because technically I died on the overworld. So that could have been really annoying. Well, we have a thing over here. I'm not going to hit that right now. I want to wait. Well. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to cheat that. Now that I know cheats can't break the replay, I do not want to wait for those guys to come over here. So I do have 3 keys. Oh, they apparently dash. I do have 3 keys, so... yeah. So it's funny, you actually do come down here at least once. Assuming you don't have 6. Oh my god. I need to make sure not to use the ocarina. Because I'm not supposed to have it yet. Our piece. I did give... Oh, well, nice no enemy flag there, dude. I said that there were many riches along this pass. Clearly. I want to go down this ladder here. Let's check in the design of that. That looks good. Little strange. One key. Apparently the dongles can go straight in there. Fire kills them in like 2 or 3 hits. So that's activated. Which means going this way is possible now. Oh, I forgot I got rid of the rocks here. Used to be a giant bomb trigger. Interesting. I'm curious how that changes the flow. You know what? Let's investigate how that changes the flow. Let's see what happens if I go this way. Ah. Actually, this is perfectly fine. Now I see why I got rid of that. Because it doesn't actually... Okay. It doesn't actually affect the... Oh, I can use the hook shot. Okay. I was beginning to wonder. I was hitting a button and it wasn't activating. There we go. Try to do this to where I don't F6. Shoot. That might kill me. Okay. Oh, wow, that actually hit. So the thing is, missing pads here actually doesn't do anything bad. It just means you missed some treasure. Which, that I, in fact, know what it is. What? You're off screen. Oh, yeah, that also triggers that. No. Whoa. Oh. How did I not grab that? Doesn't it spawn on you? Oh, no, it spawns next to you. Okay. So I didn't want to grab that. Yeah, you're not getting that for a very long time. That's Southeastern Tyrannus, technically. All right. You kind of have the run of the place now. So wait a minute. Oh, yeah, you're not done here. Okay, so this still is required. Wow, okay. I actually really like how I designed this. Also, why is there sand here? That ain't right. Needs to be dirt. I couldn't find myself for a second. That was interesting. Good lord, how much damage does that do? Hang on. I'm back. Hit me. Alright, well, 1 3/4. Okay, I'm making sure it works both ways. Good. I just wasn't letting the music play. Well, that was a little jank. I might need to figure out a better way to handle that. Some of these treasures are very important, though. Like our pieces. Maybe I should make P-hats just one-hit kill to everything. It'll balance the fact that if you don't kill them right away, they are completely impervious to virtually everything. I know it's not literally everything, but it might as well be everything. Oh god, I need to get an arrow from these guys. And they are actually stuck in there. Oh, yes. I technically could have killed him with the boomerang. What? I literally just saw on stream I shot right through it and it didn't trigger. I don't think that's something wrong with what I did. I don't know how it could be. There's no point to going that way, so it's a point of that's a one-way path, so I actually need to go this way. Or I have 6 and go back to the beginning. It's kind of a horse apiece at this point. And I'll take this piece of force through. However, that would work with that turn of phrase. Because like F16 takes me here, and then those stairs would have spit me out here. So it really is like a horse apiece. Shoot. God, I'm so bad at cycling. Alright, well, that was the final trigger. I can now head north here. And this is the first time in the quest you actually get... Oh, wait, what? I'm not even paying attention. What did that say? This is the first time in this quest where you actually get to go into... Oh, God. Ori Desert. I'm abusing Tektites by walking on the top half. Alright, your hitboxes are broken. I'm scared. Don't take advantage. Just run. Oh. So you're officially back in northeastern Tyrannus after being locked away here for so long. You are quite a bit stronger. And when you're supposed to get the magic ocarina, it's supposed to basically be here. Because if you're reading the dialogue, you're tasked with getting giant bombs. Super bombs, whatever you want to call them. Yes. So this guy worked. So you can now buy super bombs. 3 is apparently your max. So yeah. So the next thing, so what you would do now that you have super bombs is you would go back to Zelda now, and then she would give you the dialogue she gave me earlier, saying you have a lot of traveling to do. So here, have some super bomb, or I have the magic ocarina. So now I can finally travel very quickly across the world. Oh, I like how that teased you like it was gonna go that way. This literally has no trigger. It's just blocking the cave. There's only 2 things left to do in the quest at this point, and that is level 6 and 1 optional dungeon. Which I'm kind of tempted to just call it here, or not call it here, but whoops. So I was testing a thing there. Okay. I'm actually going to step away for a second. I'll be right back. Good. I thought I paused this the wrong way. Apparently I paused it the right way. Okay, I'm just gonna give myself bombs back. Because realistically, I would have only used one there. Then you come in here. That's wrong. That needs to have a secret sound when you tap. So no music. Just all ambient, or all, you know, this. That killed me. Where's that gonna take me, actually? That is bad. Actually, no, it's not. I thought that was really, really bad because I thought that meant... Obviously, I can Ocarina. But what if the player didn't go back and get the Ocarina from Zelda? I think you could just simply hookshot. Yeah, because I made it to where you could hookshot. Yeah, I can actually just hookshot. This actually isn't a problem. Granted, yeah, the player would kind of be a little upset because... you have to kind of take a roundabout way to get back. Because you'd have to go through here. And then hookshot. Instead of taking a nice overworld path. Whoops. So anyway, I'm going to end this stream here soon. I'm basically just going to collect everything that I can collect right now. Pre any dungeon. I'm not going to do any more dungeons. I think it'd best suit the next bit of playing. Actually, I don't even need to do the hookshot spot. I could just buy more bombs here. So you're by no means like soft locked or anything. Yeah, you just come back here and get bombs. Which you would need to do anyway. There we go. And Suma's Pass giving you all those rupees actually is nice because it'll help you do that to where you don't need the farm. I'm not actually going to go in here. I'm going to unlock it, but I'm not going to go in. Yeah, it gets real dark. And there it is. The one dungeon in this quest that beat out level 2 in terms of dungeon ambiance. The ambiance is awesome. We're gonna go back into Suma's Pass actually. And you know what? I'm gonna change this. I don't really know how I'm gonna change it, but I want to change it because I want to give you a shortcut back to the Suma's Pass, which I can very easily do with like. It could be a super bomb or it could be a hook shot. See, the nice shortcut I was talking about was this. Because now you could get the northeast and southwest and Tyrannus with ease. I already did this. I don't remember doing that. But here we are. Can't do that. Oh, that actually unlocks that. Well, that's not relevant until Demo 6, so never mind. I don't think... Well, there are things I can do in Northeast. But... I actually do want to go back down and talk to Zelda. Yes, I am, Yokels. There's only level 6, and then that optional dungeon, and then just collections from the items. I can technically enter... That's another nice shortcut. I can technically enter the area for level 7. Basically, I've started working on Demo 6 stuff. so I can do that. Which would actually be kind of cool. I can kind of showcase that a little bit in advance of Demo 6. This will kill me, I'm pretty sure. But then they've broken hitboxes. Go for the bait. Okay, I tried to knock him into the water. But yeah, I'd say there's probably about 2 hours left of gameplay. So me saying 10 to 15 hours for this demo was actually really close, considering me knowing mostly the most efficient way through. I definitely don't know the most efficient way through. Apparently you guys are weak to arrows. Takes 3 sword hits, 2 arrows. Being about 9.5 hours. Sealed Abyss is tough though. I'm anticipating Sealed Abyss and level 6 taking about the same amount of time, which is kind of surprising when you consider Sealed Abyss is so much smaller. That did that. Okay, so I've officially done all that. Well, I wanted to shoot down. So F16, I just want to test that. F16 to take me to the top right. Oh, took me here. That's not what I thought that continue point would do. Okay, so all I have right now to do, I'm cheating bombs, is basically those last 2 dungeons and item collection. There is still some item collection, but there's things related to giant bomb, super bombs. I keep saying giant bombs. I guess giant bombs works. There's things like this to blow up. Which that also was a pretty nice shortcut. You don't need to take that whole northern pass to get over to Ari Desert. You're just here now. And there's things that collect heart pieces and whatnot. I'll definitely have another heart container going into... It's crazy I have 31 heart pieces. You probably will have almost that many heart pieces at this point in the game, but I'm gonna change the item required for some of the earlier heart pieces that I already got. That's unimplemented. I don't even know what that's... I know what I can make that. Ooh. Interesting. Really, you spawn there. I may have just mentally figured out what that's gonna be. So giant bombs out, super bombs. Oh, lets you do a ton of things. I also didn't put an F6 point there. F6 thing will probably take me top right again. That's annoying. So going southeast is, if you don't count completely optional stuff, southeast is the way to go. To Dorado. So that's going this way. But I kind of feel like, no, I'll do it. I'll do everything up until going into dungeons tonight. Which isn't a lot. So you have these guys. That's a side quest. Yeah, his pickaxe does. Yeah, I need to fix that. So they actually go away, and they actually go somewhere. They're not just, they don't just like yeet out of existence. They exist. Nice. I do have some ice physics here. That is money, valuable money. All that stuff there I don't believe is accessible yet. So you could have already been in there. And I can't actually even do anything in here. I think I could get money, and that's about it. And that's what this is. Some nice hidden money right there. More money. That's a 200. And I can hold it. I can hold all of it, in fact. So none of this is actually... Need to make these caves more interesting. So here we are. That's the level 6 fairy spot. Yep, we are officially... Well, we've been in Mount Dorado. But, yeah. Well, I... Yeah, that hurts. Believe all these guys say the same thing. Yeah, they all say the same thing. There's nothing going on here. There's no point to even talking to them. Ooh. This corner needs to get fixed. Technically, I could start peeking around Demo 6 stuff now. I mean, I don't really struggle to make caves interesting when I actually try. That's the operative aspect of that, when I actually try. Yeah, no one in here. There is supposed to be someone in there. So it's also not worth talking to any of these people. I don't think I've implemented any of them yet. Pretty sure they all are copy pasted. Yeah, they're all copy pasted, so there's no point yet. There's only, I think, one NPC. Oh, there's supposed to be a guy here, but because of the bug that was fixed, we can't. He's not there right now for me. Yeah, I write placeholders, so I technically can't buy that yet. Oh, this NPC says something. Yes. Oh, by the way, I can go into Northeast Interiors. There actually are some things I could do there. No point in talking to any of them. Actually, there are a few NPCs here that say unique things. This one here. Yes. Nothing else to do here. And then you have this guy over here. I actually like this. Yeah. Comments on the fact that he looks like the cultist. Not entering that because that is level 6. Well, here, let's actually leverage the ocarina now that I can have it now. Well, we're gonna go to level 3. Well, that's level 4. Okay, I'm gonna assume I just miscounted because that should have. I thought that was gonna take me to 3. Didn't the shop here have something really expensive? Except I still can't buy it. Yeah, it is cool to come back here when you're high powered. There's still gonna be a lot to do here, by the way. you are by no means done with this area of the world. I mean, heck, you haven't even seen anything up here. Or RE Desert. So, like I said, I don't ever intend for you to go back in the dungeons necessarily. But in this very rare occasion, you will for this optional thing. Because here, you have the key for this now, which is the Memoirs. Okay, so we can continue, leave, and then teleport to level 4. Since that's right where the NPC is. Well, except the fact that there's Ocarina triggers there. Did that eat up the input? Okay, that did take me to level 4, not 5. Okay. I also should check these points. Yee. And in fact, being in Cello Village is very good right now because there is another side thing that I can accomplish. Except the fact that he's not going to be here. He gives you a heart piece. Yeah, so you better believe that's disappointing. And I'm pretty sure Zelda's not going to say anything valuable because... brokenness. Oh my god, this chair got me caught. It's because what she said last time is what she's supposed to say now that you have giant bombs. Okay, so... Where's the hook shot? Giant bombs. There actually is something else I can get. So wait, this is going to take me to 5. This is going to take me to 1. Is 1 closer? Actually, 1 is good. This takes me to things. Did I ever do this guy? I don't know if I did this guy. Apparently I did. I'm going to assume he did. Only triggering secrets through scripts was broken, but that wasn't triggering secrets through scripts. That was scripts responding to secrets being triggered on the existing screen, not a remote screen. Bugs. So it'll be a mystery what you do here until you see this. So that's a thing. And then I apparently let you go this way. This was broken in Zach's playthrough, but I can actually talk to him now. So some extra rewards for completing the Triforce, you know. There is, to my recollection, one more thing I can do. I think. I mean, there's probably more, but I don't recall. The heavily chewed stick. I do know exactly where to go for that, but I need an item that I get out of level 6. But I can do this. Like I said, way too many giant bombs. I basically have, or magic upgrades. I basically have all the magic upgrades in the quest right now. There's also one thing I never even put in the quest, and that's half magic. That's not even implemented yet. Also, part of me is curious. I think I already tested that. That's nothing. I don't think there's anything I can do. Yeah, I should do that, yokels. Make me a checklist. Because I am struggling right now. Yeah, I fixed that guy. You better believe that. That'll be that cave right there. I can't forget to implement. There's one sort of small thing I can do. I can't even do this. I can't even do that. Okay. Wait, how much damage are they doing? A heart. Okay. Yeah, there actually is nothing I could do right now except the dungeons. At this point in time, of course. So we're basically going to head to where the next dungeon is. I actually don't even know if saving over here is going to keep me over here. Probably not. Because saving is going to take me back to the beginning. Yeah. There is something else I could do. I have the raft. So after this long, 7 hours, 7.5 hours, you are able to return to the Isle of Heron. Been a very long time since we've been here. But yeah, especially now that the Isle of Heron's been overhauled, you could do things proper now. Like you can actually do stuff here. Block puzzle. Forgot that's a bomb upgrade. Nice. Honestly, one of the magic upgrades I have, I can turn into a bomb upgrade. Because you don't have many at this point. Okay, that was cute. I feel like one-shotting you guys now. I wonder if you can push that up. Oh my god. So there's still not too much you can do here yet. Frankly, there's not even much point to coming here. There's only a handful of things I could do. Mainly money, honestly. Money is basically the only thing I can get here at this point. Until you get the hook shot. I'm almost going to cap out from that. And in fact, I will cap out if I grab the other money. Wait a minute, that C-set was not right. Ah, I saw that. So unfortunately... Can I not grab it? Whoa. Interesting. Alright, well, I'm not going to activate that. Activating that triggers money. And even for the replay, I don't care. Because it's going to trigger money. Well, that's some echoing thunder. I'm just going to save here. So all we can do at this point is one optional dungeon in level 6. The optional dungeon does not have any greater impact on the game other than it affects RE Village, which does get me a shop, which does allow me to buy a thing that allows me to buy other things. So that is slightly substantial. Not at all required for the game. Level 6, obviously, that will give a major item that will allow me to unlock things and do other things. Technically, I could venture around in Northwest Interitus, which I feel like would make more sense to do next time, even though the player could realistically do that, like how I unlocked Dorado, the snow mountain, and was able to go in and do a dungeon. You could do the same thing in Northwest Interitus sans the dungeon, because you need to do level 6 before doing level 7. However, you can do levels 10, 11, 12 in any order. I did want to have some sort of like dungeon leniency with that in this quest, but I think I wanted to keep it pretty constrained through level 9, because it also relies on the story. Like, there's going to be a big story event in level 9. All of level 9 is going to be substantial. Wow, that took a while. Yeah, but then after level 9, you kind of enter a sort of late game phase where you still have to beat the 3, 10, 11, 12 to beat the game, but that's when a lot of basically the point in the game where all the optional content that you've been building through as you go on, you've been doing trading sequences and whatnot, when you get past level 9, you're going to start being able to actually finish those long-running side quests. I'm not going to say you'll be able to finish all the trading sequences and stuff upon beating level 9, but like after beating 10, 11, 12, they may get you items that will start allowing you to finish things. And maybe you will be able to finish some things after beating level 9. You'll start getting to tie some loose ends, basically. I kind of forgot how I started on that tangent. But anyway, that'll be it for this one. There will only be one more stream because there are only 2 more dungeons and a little bit of exploration and some backtracking for items. There's only 2 things in Northeast Interitus. Maybe 3. Yeah, actually there is 3. And then there's like 2 or 3 things in Southwest. And then exploring a little bit of Northwest Interitus. Yeah. And then the 2 dungeons. That's it. That's all that's left in my demo. So me saying it's about 10 to 15 hours is pretty accurate. It'll take me about 10 hours since I'm at... Interesting that it took me here. Did I not have 6 on... Well, I know exactly why that's happening. Okay, let's just ignore the fact that I pressed up. Oh, let's crash. That's fun. That's loads of fun. Interesting. Okay, well, I was going to say OBS. You're going to figure your life out? My sword was unequipped. Wait, that took me to level 3. I will do that, Emily. That's a great idea. Yeah, because that'll save me having to put continue point scripts on those screens, because that's what I currently do with these screens. So now saving here. Yeah, okay. I'll do that. But yeah, so there'll be one more stream, and then once I finish this playthrough, I will fix everything that is worth fixing for demo 5, and then I'll release another demo on purezc, and that will be demo 5.3, which will be the final update to demo 5, and the hard work and dev streams on demo 6 will begin. So like I'll finish this tomorrow, so then that means this Thursday will probably be the first demo stream, maybe. I don't know, because I'm also going to start drafting dungeons. I don't want to stream that. Yeah, I don't want to stream that. I want to just take my time to like figure that stuff out, especially level 7. Level 7 is going to be... KZC, can you full screen? What the heck? Level 7 is going to be the water dungeon. So I have some interesting plans. It does involve side view swimming. I wanted to talk to you at some point about that, Emily, because I don't know if side view swimming is even possible. I imagine that's going to need scripts. But I want to have side view swimming, and I will also have a breath mechanic where you can only be underwater for so long before bad things happen to you. Basically, think the scales from Ocarina of Time. I want to have like a scale. Worked very hard on engine side view swimming. Brilliant. That is going to be one of my core mechanics of level 7. That and water shenanigans. I definitely want to have an Ocarina of Time water dungeon thing. I know a lot of people hate water dungeon from Ocarina of Time. I personally like it, and I think with how I do dungeons, I might be able to make it work in a way that it's not dreadful, at least to some degree. But I definitely want like 50-50 top down and side view, and I want a lot of side view swimming, because spoiler alert, the boss of level 6 is going to be a side view swimming boss. Think the fish from Link's Awakening. I forgot what game it's from, but I know of the boss, and I was probably even going to use the same sprite, the big fish. But yeah, so level 7 is going to be a lot of swimming. So side view swimming, basically Ocarina of Time scales. So like you start taking damage if you're swimming for too long without getting a breath. However, that gets figured out. And then I want you to get an item later on in the quest where it increases how long you can breathe without taking damage. Actually, no, wrong. Well, kind of, but it makes it infinite. There's an item I want you to get that basically makes it to where there is no breath underwater. You just swim underwater to your heart's content. But yeah, so Demo 6 is going to start off strong with some interesting stuff. With level states, yeah, I'm a little scared to use level states because my level 6 has had issues with level states. Like there's one screen that just doesn't work, and it has not worked. I could be doing something wrong, but I don't know what it would be. But anyway, I'm going to... Interesting. The replays made a replay 002. I don't know. It's slightly smaller file size, so I don't know what that means. Oh, that's because my other file... I see you. Yeah, I saw you ping me, Emily. I was going to look at that after I end stream here. But yeah, so that's the game plan. Yeah, I saw your ping. I was going to look at it afterward. That's the game plan for the quest. And then the next few months, I anticipate probably for the rest of 2025, because it'll probably take a few months, is Demo 6, which... I've stated before, and I've said it in my purezc updates. These demos are no longer main dungeon, mini dungeon. It's preset now what it's going to be. So Demo 6 is going to be level 6 or level 7, level 8, level 9. Demo 7 is going to be 10, 11, 12, and there will not be a Demo 8. It will be probably beta 1 or version 1. However, probably beta 1, because it'll be actually, I might just call it beta. I don't think there'll be any numbers attached to it. It'll just be beta, because that'll be the first version of my quest that's like completable. Like you can actually beat the boss. There might not be beat the final boss. Basically, finish the game. And then version 1 will be after that, where I like probably finish side stuff, and post game stuff, refine stuff. And version 1 will be like the first form of the game where it's like, okay, this is like this is nearing completion. There's not much left here. There might be a version like, I mean, there definitely will be like a 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 as I fix a bunch of crap. But that's the roadmap, and I want to have the beta out in 2026. Considering how fast I rock through Demo 5, like I think I can rock through Demo 6 just as fast, if not faster. Especially if the engine continues to evolve the way it is and make it easier to do certain things. So, okay, I'm going to stop prolonging the stream. I'll take a look at what you sent me, Emily, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the finale of Demo 5. So, yeah, have a good night. Thanks for being on, as always, you goals and Emily. See you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Have a good night.